Good evening, students. Today we see sample question paper 2021 to 22, term 1, subject physics 042, time 90 minutes, maximum marks 35. General instructions 1. The question paper contains 3 sections. 2. Section A has 25 questions. Attempt any 20 questions. 3. Section B has 24 questions. Attempt any 20 questions. 4. Section C has 6 questions. Attempt any 5 questions. 5. All questions carry equal marks. 6. There is no negative marking. Section A. This section consists of 25 multiple choice questions with overall choices to attempt any 20 questions. In case more than desirable number of questions are attempted, only first 20 will be considered for evaluation. Please noted, only first 20 will be considered for evaluation. Question number 1. Which of the following is not the property of equipotential surface? 1. They do not cross each other. 2. The rate of change of potential with distance on them is 0. 3. For a uniform electric field, they are concentric spheres. 4. They can be imaginary spheres. Correct. The answer is 3. For a uniform electric field, they are concentric spheres. Question number 2. 2-point charges plus 8q and minus 2q are located at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L respectively. The point on x-axis at which the net electric field is 0 due to these charges is 1. 8L, 2. 4L, 3. 2L, 4L. Correct. The answer is 3. 2L. Question number 3. An electric dipole of moment P is placed parallel to the uniform electric field. The amount of work done in rotating the dipole by 90 degree is 1. 2P capital E, 2. PE, 3. PE by 2, 4, 0. Correct. The answer is PE. Question number 4. 3 capacitors 2 mu F and 3 mu F and 6 mu F are jointed in a series with each other. The equivalent capacitance is 1 by 2 mu F, 2 1 mu F, 3 2 mu F, 4 11 mu F. Correct. The answer is 1 mu F. Question number 5. 2-point charges placed in a medium of dielectric constant 5 or at a distance or between them experience an electrostatic force F. The electrostatic force between them in vacuum at the same distance or will be 1. 5F, 2. F, 3. F by 2, 4. F by 5. Correct. The answer is 5F. Question number 6. Which statement is true for gas law? Gas law. 1. All the charges, whether inside or outside the Gaussian surface, contribute to the electric flux. 2. Electric flux depends upon the geometry of the Gaussian surface. 3. Gauss theorem can be applied to non-uniform electric field. 4. The electric field over the Gaussian surface remains continuous and uniform at every point. Correct. The answer is 4. The electric field over the Gaussian surface remains continuous and uniform at every point. Question number 7. A capacitor plates are charged by a battery with V volts. After charging, battery is disconnected and a dielectric slab with dielectric constant K is inserted between its plates. The potential across the plates of a capacitor will become 1 0, 2 V by 2, 3 V by K, 4 kV. Correct. The answer is V by K. Question number 8. The best instrument for accurate measurement of EMF of a cell is 1. Potentiometer, 2. Meter bridge, 3. Voltmeter, 4. Ammeter and voltmeter. Correct. The answer is potentiometer. Question number 9. An electric current is passed through a circuit containing two wires of same material connected in parallel if the lengths and radii of the wires are in the ratio of 3:2 and 2:3, then the ratio of the current passing through the wire will be 1 2:3, 2 3:2, 3 8:2, 7 27, 4 27:8. Correct. The answer is 8:27. Question number 10. By increasing the temperature, the specific resistance of a conductor and a semiconductor 1 increases for both, 2 decreases for both, 3 increases for a conductor and decreases for a semiconductor, 4 decreases for a conductor and increases for a semiconductor. Correct. The answer is increases for a conductor and decreases for a semiconductor. Question number 11. We use alloys for making standard resistors because they have 1. Low temperature coefficient of resistivity and high specific resistance, 2. High temperature coefficient of resistivity and low specific resistance, 3. Low temperature coefficients of resistivity and low specific resistance, 4. High temperature coefficients of resistivity and high specific resistance. Correct. The answer is 1. Low temperature coefficient of resistivity and high specific resistance. Question number 12. A constant voltage is applied between the two ends of a uniform metallic wire. Heat H is developed in it. If another wire of the same material, double the radius and twice the length as compared to the original wire is used, then the heat developed in it will be 1. H by 2, 2 H, 3 2 capital H, 4, 4 capital H. Correct. The answer is 2H capital H. Question number 13. If the potential difference V applied across a conductor is increased to 2V with its temperature kept constant, the draft velocity of the free electrons in a conductor will 1. Remain the same, 2. Become half of its previous value, 3. Be double of its initial value, 4. Become 0. Correct. The answer is become half of its previous value. Question number 14. The equivalent resistance between A and B is, here they give the figure, 1 3 ohms, 2 5.5 ohms, 3 7.5 ohms, 4 9.5 ohms. Here they give A 3 ohms, 6 ohms, 8 ohms, 30 ohms. Yes, the correct answer is 7.5 ohms. Question number 15. The SI unit of magnetic field intensity is 1 AMN power minus 1, Na power minus 1, M power minus 1, 3 Na minus 2, M power minus 2, 4 Na power minus 1, M power minus 2. Correct. The answer is Na power minus 1, M power minus 1. Question number 16. The coil of a moving coil galvanometer is wound over a metal frame in order to 1. Reduce high stress, 2. Increase sensitivity, 3. Increase moment of inertia, 4. Provide electromagnetic damping. Correct. The answer is provide electromagnetic damping. Question number 17. Two wires of the same length are shaped into a square of side A and a circle with radius R. If they carry same current, the ratio of their magnetic moment is 1. 2 is to pi, 2 pi is to 2, 3 pi is to 4, 4 is to pi. Correct. The answer is 3 pi is to 4. The question number 18. The horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field at a place is root 3 times the vertical component. The angle of dip at the place is 1 pi by 6, 2 pi by 3, 3 by pi 4, 4 0. Correct. The answer is pi by 6 radius 1. Question number 19. The small angle between the magnetic axis and the geographic axis at a place is 1. Magnetic meridian, 2. Geographic meridian, 3. Magnetic inclination, 4. Magnetic declination. Correct. The answer is magnetic declination. Question number 20. Two coils are placed close to each other. The mutual inductance of the pair of coils depends upon 1. The rate at which the current change in the two coils, 2. Relative position and orientation of the coils, 3. Rate at which the voltage induced across the two coils, 4. Currents in the two coils. Correct. The answer is relative position and orientation of coils. Question number 21. A conducting square loop of side L and a resistance R moves in its plane with the uniform velocity V perpendicular to one of its sides. A magnetic induction B constant in time and the space pointing perpendicular and into the plane of the loop exists everywhere as shown in the figure. The current induced in the loop is, here they give the figure A, B, C, D. 1. BLV divided by R clockwise. 2. BLV by R anticlockwise. 3. 2BLV by R anticlockwise. 4. 0. Correct. The answer is 0. No current is induced here. Question number 22. The magnetic flux linked with the coil in bracket in Weber is given by the equation Q is equal to 5t squared plus 3t plus 16. The indexed EMF in the coil at the time t is equal to 4 will be 1 minus 27V, 2 minus 43V, 3 minus 108V, 4 210V. Correct. The answer is minus 43V. Question number 23. Which of the following graphs represent the variation of current I with the frequency f in an AC circuit containing a pure capacitor? This one 1, 2, 3, 4. Here IF, 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 IF. Correct. The answer is 3. It is diagonal line. Answer is 3. Question number 24. A 20 volt AC is applied to a circuit consisting of a resistance and a coil with a negligible resistance. If the voltage across the resistance is 12 volt, the voltage across the coil is 1, 16V, 2, 10V, 3, 8V, 4, 6V. Correct. The answer is 16V. Question number 25. The instantaneous value of EMF and the current in a series AC circuit are, the instantaneous values of EMF and the current in a series AC circuit are E is equal to E0 sin Wt and I is equal to IO sin Wt plus pi by F respectively. Then it is 1. Necessarily a RL circuit. 2. Necessarily a RC circuit. 3. Necessarily a LCR circuit. 4. Can be RC or LCR circuit. Correct. The answer is 4. Can be RC or LCR circuit. Section B. This section consists of 24 multiple choice questions with overall choice to attempt any 20 questions. In case more than desirable number of questions are attempted, only first 20 will be considered for evaluation. Please note, only first 20 will be considered for evaluation. Question number 16. A cylinder of radius R and the length L is placed in an uniform electric field parallel to the axis of the cylinder. The total flux for the surface of the cylinder is given by 1, 0, 2 pi r squared. 3 e pi r squared. 4 2 e pi r squared. Correct. The answer is 0. Question number 27. Two parallel large thin metal sheets have equal surface densities 26.4 into 10 to the power of minus 12 cm squared of the opposite signs. The electric field between these sheets is 1.5 n by c to 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 16 n by c 3 into 10 to the power of minus 10 n by c 4 3 n by c. Correct. The answer is 4 3 n by c. Question number 28. Considered an intercharged conducting sphere. A positive point charge is placed outside the sphere. The net charge on the sphere is then 1. Negative and uniformly distributed over the surface of the sphere. 2. Positive and uniformly distributed over the surface of the sphere. 3. Negative and appears at a point the surface of the sphere closest to the point charge. 4. 0. Correct. The answer is option 4. 0. Question number 29. The three charges 2q, minus q and minus q lie at the vertices of the triangle. The value of E and V at centroid of the triangle will be E is not equal to 0 and V not equal to 0. 2. E is equal to 0 and V is equal to 0. 3. E not equal to 0 and V is equal to 0. And E is equal to 0 and V not equal to 0. Correct. The answer is E not equal to 0 and V is equal to 0. Next question number 13. Two parallel plate capacitors X and Y have the same area of plates and the same separation between the plates. X has air and Y with dielectric of constant 2 between its plates. They are connected in series to a battery of 12 volt. The ratio of the electrostatic energy stored in X and Y is 1 4:1, 2 1:4, 3 2:1, 4 1:2. Correct. The answer is 3 2:1. Question number 36. Question number 31. Which among the following is not a cause for a power loss in a transformer? 1. Eddy currents are produced in the soft iron core of the transformer. 2. Electric flux sharing is not properly done in primary and secondary coils. 3. Humming sound produced in the transformers due to the magnetostriction. 4. Primary coil is made up of a very thick copper wire. Correct. The option is 4. Primary coil is made up of a very thick copper wire. Question number 32. An alternating voltage source of variable angular frequency W and a fixed amplitude V is connected in series with the capacitance C and electric bulb of resistance R. Inductance 0. When W is increased, 1. The bulb glows dimmer. 2. The bulb glows brighter. 3. Net impedance of circuit remains unchanged. 4. Total impedance of circuit increases. Correct. The answer is 2. The bulb glows brighter. Here they give the figure. Question number 33. 33. A solid spherical conductor has charge plus Q and radius R. It is surrounded by a solid spherical shell with a charge minus Q. Inner radius 2R and the outer radius 3R. Which of the following statement is true? R, 2R, 3R, A, B, C, D. 1. The electric potential has a maximum magnitude at C and electric field has a maximum magnitude at A. 2. The electric potential has a maximum magnitude at D and the electric field has a maximum magnitude at B. 3. The electric potential at A is 0 and electric field has a maximum magnitude at D. 4. Both the electric potential at electric field achieve a maximum magnitude at B. Correct. The answer is 4. Both the electric potential and electric field achieve a maximum magnitude at B. Question number 34. A battery is connected to the conductor of a non-uniform cross-section area. The quantities which remains constant is 1. Electric field only, 2. Draft speed and electric field, 3. Electric field and current, 4. Current only. Correct. The answer is 4. Current only. Question number 35. Three resistors having values R1, R2 and R3 are connected in a series to a battery. Suppose R1 carries a current of 2.0 A, R2 has a resistance of 3.0 ohms and R3 dissipates 6.0 watts of power, then the voltage across R3 is 1, 1 volt, 1V, 2, 2V, 3, 3V, 4, 4V. Correct. The answer is 3V. Question number 36. A straight line plot showing the terminal potential difference V of a shell as a function of current I drawn from it. It is shown in the figure. The internal resistance of the cell would be then 1. 2.8 ohms, 2. 1.4 ohms, 3. 1.2 ohms, 4. 0. Here they give 0, 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 1 ampere, 1.4, 2.8, 4.2, 5.6 volts. Correct. The answer is 1, 2.8 ohms. Question number 37. A 10 long wire of uniform cross section and 20 ohm resistance is used in a potentiometer. The wire is connected in a series with a battery of 5 volt along with an external resistance of 480 ohms. If an unknown EMF E is balanced at 6.0 m length of the wire, then the value of unknown EMF is, here they gave the figure. 1, 1.2 V, 2, 1.02V, 3 0.2V, 4 0.12V. Correct. The answer is 4 0.12V. Question number 38. 38. The current sensitivity of an galvanometer increases by 20% if its resistance also increased by 25%. The voltage sensitivity will 1. Decrease by 1%, 2. Increased by 5%, 3. Increased by 10%, 4. Decreased by 4%. Correct. The answer is 4. Decrease by 4%. Question number 39. Three indefinitely long parallel straight current carrying wires A, B, C are kept at equal distance from each other as shown in the figure. The wire C experiences net force F. The net force on wire C when the current in wire A is reserved will be 1 0, 2 F by 2, 3 F, 4 2 F, 2 I, A, B, C, R. Question number 39. The answer is correct. Option 1 0. Question number 40. In an hydrogen atom, the electrons moves in an orbit of radius 0.5 a, making 10 revolutions per second. The magnetic moment associated with the orbital motion of the electron will be 1, 2.5, 1, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 38 am squared, 2, 1.256 into 10 to the power of minus 38 am squared, 3, 0.628 into 10 to the power of minus 38 am squared, 4, 0. Correct. The answer is 2, 1.256 into 10 to the power of minus 38 am squared. Question number 41. An air-cored solenoid with the length 30 centimeter, the area of cross-section 25 centimeters squared, and a number of turns 800 carries a current of 2.5 A ampere. The current is certainly switched off in a brief time of 10 to the power of minus 3 s, ignoring the variation in magnetic field near the ends of the solenoid. The average back EMF induced across the ends of the open switch in the circuit would be 1 0, 2 3.125 volts, 3 6.54 volts, 4 16.74 volts. Correct. The answer is 2, option 2, 3.125 volts. Question number 42. A sinusoid voltage of peak value 283 V and the frequencies 50 Hz is applied to a series LCR circuit in which R is equal to 3 omega, L is equal to 25.48 mH and C is equal to 796 mu F, then the power dissipated at the resonant condition will be 1, 39.70 kW, 2, 26.70 kW, 3, 13.35 kW, 4, 0. The answer is 3, option 3, 13.35 kW. Question number 43. A circular loop of radius 0.3 centimeter lies parallel to much bigger circular of the radius 20 centimeter. The center of the small loop is on the axis of the bigger loop. The distance between the centers is 15 centimeter. If a current of 2.0 A flows through the smaller loop, then the flux linked with the bigger loop is 1 3.3 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Weber, 2 6 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Weber, 3 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 9 Weber, 4 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Weber. Correct. The answer is 4 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Weber. Question number 44. If both the number of turns and core lengths of an indicator is doubled, keeping other factor constant, then its self-inductance will be 1 unaffected, 2 doubled, 3 half, 4 quadrupled. Correct. The answer is 2 doubled. Question number 45. Given below are two statements labeled as assertion A and reason or. Assertion or. To increase the range of an ammeter, we must connect a suitable high resistance in series to it. Reason R. The ammeter with increased range should have high resistance. Select the most appropriate answer from the option given below. Both A and R are true, and R is correct explanation of A. 2. B. Both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. 3. A is true, but R is false. 4. A is false and R is also false. Correct answer is option 4. A is false and R is also false. Question number 46. Given below are two statements labeled as assertion A and reason A are. Assertion A: an electron has high potential energy when it is at a location associated with the more negative value of potential, and a low potential energy when at a location associated with the more positive potential. R. Electrons move from a region of higher potential to a region of lower potential. Select the most appropriate answer from the options given below. 1. Both A and R are true. R is the correct explanation of A. 2. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of R. 3. A is true, but R false. 4. A is false and R is also false. Correct. The answer is option 3. A is true, but R is false. Question number 47. The given below are two statements labeled as assertion A and reason R. Assertion A: a magnetic needle free to rotate in a vertical plane orients itself with its axis vertical at the poles of the earth. Reason R: at the poles of the earth, the horizontal component of the earth's magnetic field will be 0. Select the most appropriate answer from the options given below. 1. Both A and R are true. R is a correct explanation of A. 2. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. 3. A is true, but R is false. A is false and R is also false. Correct. The answer is option 1. Both A and or are true. Or is the correct explanation of A. Question number 48. Given below are the two statements labeled as assertion A and reason or. Assertion A proton and an electron with the same momenta enter in a magnetic field in a direction at right angles to the lines of the force. The radius of the paths followed by them will be the same. Reason: electron has less mass than the proton. Select the appropriate answer from the options given below. 1. Both A or are true. Or is the correct explanation of A. 2. Both A and or are true, but or is not the correct explanation of A. 3. A is true, but or is false. 4. A is false and or is also false. Correct. The option is 2. Both A and or are true, but or is not the correct explanation of A. Question number 49. Given below are the two statements labeled as assertion A and reason or. Assertion A: on increasing the current sensitivity of the galvanometer by increasing the number of turns may not necessarily increase its voltage sensitivity. Reason A: the resistance of the coil of the galvanometer increases on increasing the number of turns. Select the most appropriate answer from the options given below. 1. Both A and or are true, and or is the correct explanation of A. 2. Both A and or are true, but the or is not the correct explanation of A. 3. A is true, but or is false. 4. A is false and or is also false. Correct. The answer is option 1. Both A and or are true, and or is the correct explanation of A. Thank you. Congratulations for your tomorrow exams. Do well. Thank you.